Alright guys, so we got the bumper pulled back off. So basically I have a game plan. What that game plan is I'm gonna shave this. And then this right here, we're going to cut this piece out. Looking like this. So we're gonna shave this, cut this piece out. I don't know how we're gonna shave it yet, whether it's plastic or fiberglass, I don't know. This car's not low, doesn't drive low anyway, so I never scrape this bumper regardless. So if I were to do fiberglass, I'm not worried about it scraping. And I have a few plans. So yeah, so we'll see right now. But first things first, this bad boy and this bad boy have to go. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is this body line. So it has this little lip right here, and then it's gone. So I'm gonna have to kind of play around with that, I think. But I think we can make it work. But let's just go ahead and just not even think twice. Let's get that shit cut. Trimming, this is what we're looking like. So we got everything cut out. Like, I had to notch this because we are gonna have to redo that, but we still have to grind a little bit down. Same thing here, and then it will be the same thing up here, but we got it all cut out. For now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, like on this side, I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm just gonna tape it. Let's toss it on the car and see what it looks like. Okay, low key, we kind of created a JDM version out of a stock bumper. So I think it's gonna look pretty cool. I see the vision. However, I think I'm gonna do a few little mild changes though. I don't know yet, but here it is. Look at that. Look at that difference. That looks really cool. I like it. I'm gonna play around with some stuff though, and we'll see what we end up doing. But basically it's done. All we got to do is fill in all those pieces I cut out, and then fill in those two big gaps on either side where the tape is, which we might use expanding foam for to build up, and then we'll make that into a mold basically, and then from there we can just glass that in, epoxy it, whatever have you, or we got plastic in the back. I can always just weld in and then kind of go from there. But nonetheless, that changed the whole front of the car. But I think we're gonna change it a little bit more. Let me work some stuff, because I have an idea, something I want to do, and then I'll get back to you if it's gonna work or not. I'll see you in a little bit. that new front end. Sheesh, 1 of 1 right there. And like I said, we will be getting a new lip. So, but damn, so much better. I'll catch you guys in the morning. Hey guys, quick update. I put in some work. I did not film it just because I do so much body work on this channel. I wanted to kind of skip ahead. Threw down a little bit of primer just to see more so where we're at. This is a guide coat right here. We're looking good. It does need a little bit more. We'll probably end up putting another skim of coat or a skim of Bondo all the way through here. And same thing here, this side, it needs a little bit more work, mainly this area specifically, but it's getting there. We're getting very, very close. Now I've been focusing on putting filler just on the actual spot itself. Now we're gonna begin kind of really trying to feather everything in to get this whole thing done. So we'll skim all of this with some filler. All right guys, so it's the next day now. Quick update. I went ahead and got all the filler and filler primer down as well on it, and it's looking really good. I'm gonna do probably one more light coat. I can see a little bit. We are still gonna need to do a little bit of work on it still. So those parts right there that you're seeing, it's when you sand plastic, it gets rough. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and throw down a little bit more filler primer there. And you can see it's sort of here as well. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and record throwing down black sandable primer. Alright guys, we're done. It looks incredible. I am very, very happy. We will be having to pull the bumper off again. I'm very happy. It's very dusty, the front bumper. I don't want to hose it off just because I want the paint to fully cure. We also removed the lip kit, which we have right here. Maybe if somebody's interested, maybe I'll do a little giveaway. If you guys are interested in that, maybe I'll go ahead and give that away. Drop a comment below. And if you guys are interested in that, I'll fix the crack, I'll make it look better, and I'll get it primered and all of that stuff. But it looks like the JDM version bumper without the fog lights though, basically, and I'm very, very happy. But here it is, guys. Check that out. We now have a custom 1 of 1 front bumper to make it look stock, just like the JDM version of it, and I'm very, very pleased with that. The only difference is, like I said, the fog lights and then the bumper line right there. We do have a new front lip kit coming in. This will also be a 1 of 1 lip. Never seen anybody with this lip, so I'm hoping it works. We're gonna have to find out. But yeah, there it is. I am very, very happy. Drop a comment, let me know what you guys think down below. Alright guys, it's a few days later now, and the new lip finally came in. I don't know if it's 100% gonna work or not yet. We have to do trimming and then we'll kind of go from there. But I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I wanna see if you guys can try to guess what lip this is off of, but here it is. Never been on a CRV before. I think this is gonna be badass. We do have to, I can tell you right now, already trim some of this out, and then all of this, and it shouldn't be too hard. This fits perfectly in exactly where I cut, which we're gonna be doing more trimming to that front bumper. I'll go ahead and explain that a little later. But also, check this out. We got the entire rear bumper completely removed. As you guys know, we used to have this thing sectioned. We're doing a whole rear end change. There's the old one. So we're gonna be putting that in this video. I was gonna make that in a separate video. So bonus, you guys get more work going on in today's video. All right guys, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I'm gonna try, but there's an idea. You can see how much it hangs out, so that's not really an issue. The issue is this whole area, figuring out where to cut. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to just continue this around. I think, because it hugs it there. I mean, unless I can build, which I can, I technically could build like a, or like something like this. Build a topping, if you will. Like put that up right there and then build off of that. Could, but then you have this part which needs to go in right here and then bend right there. All right, guys, we got it on. It's not 100% done, but it is on technically, and there it is. Check that out. They look so cool. Comment below, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, it's not done yet. I'll pull it out in the sun. We have a gap here, right here, which we're gonna heat up and get that in there. I'm probably gonna put a kind of like some hardware like I have there. One here, one right here on both sides. And then this is tight, this is good. And then we have a gap here. Coming over here, we have a gap. This just needs to be, I don't know, sunken in or something. We'll figure it out. But same thing here, got the gap. A little bit of a gap right here. This needs to just come in like that. But nonetheless. And here is my new bumper. This is off of an Accord. I've already begun working on it. As you can tell, we got the entire top cut, we got the sides cut. The only difference is on this side I've been putting in some work as opposed to that side, because I wanted to do it off camera to see what it is I'm exactly gonna be doing. As you can see, we got all of that completely stitched, and then we have that stitched. That way we have the actual factory pieces right here, and it fits on beautifully. We will, as you can see, we have our line cut here. We're gonna be cutting probably on this line, most likely. So all of this whole bottom half will be cut off. We still have to get that mounted. And this is pretty much, yeah, where the top of this sits right here. Sits here. So we're gonna, there's still quite a bit of work to do. We have to grind a lot of this flat and smooth. I cut it with the grinder so you can see it's very just chunky, and yeah, we need to grind all like that smooth. This side we can't really get mounted too much because we have to pull the exhaust off. It sticks out just enough to where it is pushing against this. So the last thing I want to do is mod all of this just to find out it's not in the right spot. So that will have to be unbolted. Thankfully I made it to where it can be unbolted. And then yeah, so what I'm gonna do is all these little staple things have to be cut off because it's dangerous. So we got to grind all of this down and whatnot. I'll try to get this on. I'm gonna do some grinding. Ugh, it's satisfying in a way though. I'm gonna try to do some grinding and cleaning up on the whole top half, and then I'll get it mounted so you guys can see how it looks. This side for the most part is sort of done. That side we still have a lot to do. But like I said, exhaust. And right now, I'm not in the mood to do it, but I am gonna put it on, get a little bit of work done just so you guys can see at least how it looks. We'll get the car pulled out in the street with the whole new kit on, and see what it's gonna be looking like. I'm super stoked. Will it be done in this video? No, just because it is a lot. We still have to order the epoxy, mold it on, do the body work everywhere. We cut right there, stitch together. The front, you already saw, still some work there too. I have the end caps on the front lip kit right here, which we are going to be cutting to size and plastic welding those back on as well. That way it's not just a cut, it looks factory, it looks clean, it looks good. All right guys, we got it on. It's not fully screwed in or anything like that, but essentially this is what we are looking like. We now have that whole two-tone step thing eliminated. I still have to go through. I did not grind or sand or any of this down. We still have to go through, do all of that. This right here is not screwed in, but you can see though this fits up beautifully. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do though some cutting. I think I'm probably just gonna level this out right here, just kind of shoot this straight across possibly, but yeah. And then coming over here, you can see like this will go in, but the exhaust is right there pushing that out. So that's the reason why I don't want to do this side quite yet. All right, guys, so it's still the same day, but I went ahead and just rolled the car out. Can't start it up yet because I don't want to burn the bumper, but I love it. Once it's actually, like I said, it's going to be a solid piece. You're not going to see the seam, but man, I know it's still very shady right here. I would pull it out there, but I don't want to drive with it like that, but I don't want to burn it. But yeah, that's going to look so good. I'm very, very excited. I'm really just trying to take my time with it because I want to make sure it's done as best as I can, better than the last lip or rear end that I had. As far as the front end, here it is. I went ahead and threw another screw here. I was considering epoxying this in and making it part of the bumper. Comment below if you guys want me to do that. I can make this look like it's part of it, but at the same time, if we hit something or something and it cracks, we're kind of screwed. Or if we want to change it in the future, we're kind of screwed. But yeah, so this right here, these will not be staying in. If anything, we will be using like legitimate hardware to blend in with it. But there it is. I think it looks really good. I'm very, very happy with it. It's about, actually, yeah, it's the same as low as the side skirts, so that's good. Same thing with the rear right there, so that is good. Yeah, I'm digging that. I think that looks actually really, really good. It's not as low, but it still looks really good. And then, like I said, we still have to, we're gonna be reopening all of this up. So still gonna be making this wider as well. Alrighty, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get this cut. This is where we're cutting, right there and right here. We want to extend it, so this will be the new wall. Hopefully, if that works out right, which I don't know if it will or not yet, but I hope it does. And then we're gonna have to obviously do some body working and whatnot, but take out all this foam as well. But yeah, so that's the game plan. We're gonna go ahead and use this bad boy right here, start to get this cut, and then we'll kind of just go from there. Let's get it. Alright guys, so we got those pieces cut out. Now we have a bigger space. We're gonna have to plastic weld some stuff, but we'll do that later. Right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mask off right here. I'm gonna put a bead of 3M panel bonder. We don't really need to mask off, but I will just in case, because we don't want any excess. Just to reseal all of this kind of stuff back in. And I'm gonna put some tape over it. This one at least holding the, I don't know, I think it's out of frame right now, but the other side of this to get it's separating basically. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some 3M panel bonder, a little bit of tape just to kind of hold it in place, and then we'll throw it back on the car, and then it should be dry later today. And yeah, we'll get an idea though of how this looks. So let's go ahead, get this masked off and get some panel bonder on. All right guys, are you ready? We have tape on it still, but there it is, the new cutout. Comment below, let me know what you guys think. I think it's much better now. Now it matches up with the light as opposed to before it was here. This now suits, it fits perfectly with the RD1 style, or sorry, the JDM style front bumper that has those fog lights and stuff, which you can see I put a circle here just to see if I do it. This tape will come off. It's here for now just to kind of hold this all in place a little bit more until that fully dries. But nonetheless, super stoked on it, and I think it looks incredible. We still, like I said, we need to grind all this out, get all this shaved, that, so on and so forth. And then as far as this lip right here goes, I'm gonna extend that as well. We might even just do that. There's no point in fixing the bumper. We might just extend it and so on. And then this gap right here, we still need to play with. And that's pretty much it. Comment below, let me know what you guys think. If you guys like it, smash that thumbs up. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna try to get some progress done. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the muffler. We have a new one coming in, so stay tuned for that. That'll be another video, another muffler video, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna get this muffler removed, and then I believe we might go ahead and cut. I think we're just gonna cut on this line all the way across. We don't need any of that there, but we also don't technically have to remove all of this. So let me just go ahead and get this muffler removed, and I'll pick up the camera when we start cutting on this body line right here. All right, so pretty much first things first, we have the piece right here. So what we're gonna wanna do is match this body line up with this body line first things first. And it looks like, and then you're gonna wanna pretty much put it in at 2 as far as you can go. And then what I'm gonna do is, right now actually, I'm gonna go ahead and cut all this off since we're not gonna need it. All right, now that we got that cut, again, what we're gonna wanna do is go ahead and match up this body line as best as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in a screw here and a screw here to hold it in place. And I make sure that body line is as best as you can possibly get it. I think right there is it. I think that's it right there. Throw in another screw here. All right, so we got it on. This is what we're gonna look like. So you can see now that body line flows. We're gonna go ahead and take our Sharpie, and we're pretty much just gonna draw a line out on that. Get it as close as you possibly can. Okay. Now let's go ahead, get this piece removed. Cool. And we're gonna go ahead and cut all of this off. Now, this ideally should fall into place. Alright, let's go ahead and get that off. It should. Let's see, right there. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. We're gonna drop it down a little bit. This will be cut, but now we're gonna pull out the plastic welder. I'm gonna get this moved down a little bit more, get this body line matched up perfectly. there it is, guys. I went ahead and put in a little bit of work. You can see we got that cut, brought that in, ground all the things down, cut the top piece. We still need to kind of come in here, clean all of this, the top up like I did around, but everything is pretty much golden. We're good. One thing I kind of want to do is take those out and put them there. And what I'll do is essentially probably cut on this line. There. And then maybe try to form them into that. I don't know. What do you guys think? But I think we're good on the rear end for today. It's gonna need a bit of body work. Yeah, we need a little bit of body working, but yeah, it looks really good. Let's go ahead now. We're gonna move to the front. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done for the rear. The exhaust is off, everything's good. It's technically shaped. It's all body work and molding from this point, really. Let's go ahead and pull the front bumper off. All right, guys, so I actually did a quick change. It's not done yet. I went ahead and threw some filler primer down, and then we're gonna throw some black primer. But it is gonna need a little bit of filler still, but that's fine. But here it is. I actually went ahead and got this piece rounded. So I think it gives it a bit of a better look, and then once it's all like done bodywork wise, we'll kind of come in and start to do it more. But same thing on this side as well. I think it's gonna give it overall a much better look. I'm very happy. You can see it's a little bumpy in there still, so we are gonna have to do still a little bit of filler work still, but nonetheless it's looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just throw on some black sandable primer just to get it uniform. But like I said, all of this still does need a good blocking, and all of this as well. And then these general areas that I just did will need just a little bit more filler, but I think that is what it needed. There's a good chance we may try to do something similar down here. I think it's gonna be a little bit harder given this is flat, this kind of has that rounded edge. But let me go ahead and get these painted up and throw them back on the car. All right, we got it on. Let's go ahead and close the hood, see how it looks. There it is, check that out now. In my opinion, that looks so much better. Way better. I'm happy with that now. So idle and small revs don't sound bad at all with a muffler delete, but when you get on it, ugh, it gets raspy. It's not good. But yeah, let's go ahead. We're just gonna pull right here, get a quick little shot of this. Neighbors are gonna stare at me. What is this guy doing? Alright, let's go take a look. Do a quick walk around. Things really starting to take shape. Look at that. Bumper looks really good. That came out so clean. I'm very, very pleased with that. I hope where it's dumped at doesn't burn the bumper. I hope it doesn't. It shouldn't. But yeah, that came out really, really good. Comment below, let me know what y'all think.